A woman in the desert sees a plane crashing straight into the ground. Seeing this, Mina quickly drives toward the crash site to help. But the moment she arrives, she realizes something is wrong. The ground is covered in spilled flour. Mina immediately understands that she's seen something she shouldn't have. Before she can react, Nick pulls out his gun. Sensing danger, Mina turns and runs for her life. She jumps into her car, slams the pedal, and reverses. But in her panic, the car slides into a sand pit, the tires spinning helplessly. Nick catches up, yanks her out of the car, and is about to silence her for good. Terrified, Mina pleads for mercy, saying she knows the desert well. Nick, who clearly needs a guide, hesitates. Mina promises to lead him out safely if he lets her live. After a moment of thought, Nick agrees, but orders her to load all the flour onto the car. They set off toward their destination together. On the way, Mina keeps begging Nick to let her go once they arrive. But before long, the car hits a mound of sand and gets stuck again. They have no choice but to pack the flour into their backpacks and continue on foot through the night. After hours of walking, Mina becomes exhausted and asks to rest. Nick reluctantly agrees. But while he steps away to relieve himself, Mina seizes the moment. She grabs her things and runs. Nick spots her and gives chase, but with an injured leg, he can't keep up for long. When he finally catches up, he overpowers her and ties her hands to stop another escape. Now, in the middle of the desert, Mina has no choice but to follow Nick's lead. Meanwhile, Nick's associate, Da Zhuang, finds the crashed plane. He notices tire tracks leading away and starts following them. At the same time, the owner of Mina's motel realizes she hasn't returned all night and calls the police. The police and Da Zhuang are now both heading toward the same area. Da Zhuang eventually finds Mina's abandoned car. As he searches for clues, two thugs on motorbikes arrive, offering to help. Da Zhuang refuses, but they ignore him and try to loot the car, only to be gunned down by Da Zhuang without hesitation. The gunfire draws the attention of a nearby police officer who rushes to the scene. He finds the bodies and radios for backup, but the desert's weak signal leaves him alone. As he searches for the shooter, Da Zhuang ambushes him. A gunfight breaks out and the officer accidentally falls off a cliff. Da Zhuang peers over the edge, sees no movement, and assumes the cop is dead. Later, the officer's daughter tries to call him, but he doesn't answer. Worried, she rides her motorcycle into the desert to find him. By nightfall, she locates his abandoned car, but he's nowhere to be seen. With a flashlight, she searches and calls out. And finally, her father responds faintly from below the cliff. He's stuck between rocks, miraculously alive. She quickly uses a rope to pull him to safety. Back in the desert, Mina notices Nick has fallen asleep. She quietly pulls out a small knife, cuts the ropes, and escapes once again. Just as she's about to leave the canyon, she runs into Da Zhuang. Terrified, she turns and runs the other way, only to bump straight into Nick. Nick grabs her and tells her to run in another direction while he distracts Da Zhuang. Nick meets Da Zhuang, and after exchanging secret codes, the two confirm their identities and begin trading the goods. But just as Nick hands over the flour, Da Zhuang betrays him, shooting him dead. Hearing the gunshot, Mina realizes Nick is gone and keeps running. Suddenly, she spots a motorbike, but before she can reach it, she hears a scream. The officer's daughter has been caught by Da Zhuang. Knowing the girl